Sup? It's Gregatron. This, 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 this. Look at it. This. Yeah. 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 Magnificent. Yes. This. Oh yeah. Yeah. This is Gregatron. How are y'all? Alright. Oh, do you like my shirt? Yeah. I can't remember where I got this shirt from. Anyway, today I'm talking about this. Yes, sir. I'm excited. This is Makoto Shishio from Rurouni Kenshin, the main villain. If you don't know what Rurouni Kenshin is, man, if you don't know what this is, you just don't know Gregatron. Because I've been talking about this show for years now. Years. So Shishio is the main villain in this show. He's such a good villain. I would say he's the best, one of the best villains to me, personally. Point blank, period. Everything from this guy's strength to his ability to control and make things into his image and just dominate using raw power. Everything from that to his psyche, his philosophy. I could go on and on and on and on and on about the character, but I don't want to take too much of you guys' time. I actually made another video about Shishio months ago, maybe a year ago. The title was Makoto Shishio right or wrong? And I'll just put that in the description box. That way you have a little bit more detail, a little bit more background. You guys like my background? Alright. With that said, it says Makoto Shishio figure from Bandai. It's a Ichi Bansho figure. Master Lease. I got it from Comic-Con last weekend for $67. Not bad, not bad. It says actual size, color, and style may vary. You got the side. You got the back profile. I mean, I can't wait to get this thing open, man. Without further ado, let's just do it. I got my We the People knife. You may have seen it before when I say this. Alright. Rurouni Kenshin is one of my favorite anime, top 2 in my opinion. Between that and Full Metal Alchemist, Brotherhood, love that stuff. So when I saw this, it was a must. This actually is my first Rurouni Kenshin figure, which is crazy. Because I got him before any of the good guys. Gotta get the side too. You know. Yes. So I'm excited. I would put him up there with Perfect Cell. I would put him up there with Darth Vader, Skeletor, Megatron. That's how good of a villain he is. snap. I was just checking. Nothing in the box. Okay. All right. Not bad. It appears to be all one piece. I wasn't sure about that because in many cases they'll be broken up into 2, 3 pieces. But he appears to be in one piece. Get the side tape. Whenever you do this, be careful that you don't cut the figure. Don't get carried away. This guy was something else. Something else. And some of the things he said in the show, I kind of live by some of it. Kind of, but not really. All right. First, let's start with this. This appears to be the base. This is what keeps his feet or foot in place so he doesn't fall over. A lot of the Dragon Ball Z figures have that too. It's from Bandai, makes sense. Gonna set that over there. He has his good sword. Let's see here. Oh, there's tape on it. That's the good sword. Alright. The sword might be sharp enough. Oh, sure is. Screw that plastic. It's like Christmas came early. And always be careful you don't break your stuff when you're opening it. His sword could actually catch on fire. That I remember. Because the blade had like sweat glands in the blade. Alright. Are you ready? I asked you a question. I said, are you ready? The anticipation. The anticipation is killing me. Yeah. Let's go. It's one piece. Okay. No need to put anything together. Let me get this plastic out of the way. I don't need this. Oh, man. Let me get close. You guys aren't ready for this. Man. Okay. Let's go. All right. I can see this. I can dig it. Check that out, man. It's like, where do I even begin? I almost didn't want to do an unboxing because I knew I'd be excited, like too excited. But I just want you guys to experience the excitement. This dude right here, this dude right here is the dude. Trust me. If you're strong, you'll live. If you're weak, you'll die. He taught me that. All right. I mean, just wow. All right. Look at the hair coming out of the from underneath the headband. Look at how the bandages look all raggedy and scraggly. Like the bandages look like they need replaced, right? Look at how the bandages are just flying off of them like they're blown in the wind. It's almost like the bandages actually give him that aura, like a swordsman spirit type thing. Kenshin's swordsman spirit, it caused leaves to blow around him like a tornado of leaves. Whereas Makoto Shishio's swordsman spirit was like heat, right? Because his body gives off heat from the burns he received all those years ago. But still, it almost looks like the bandages that are blowing actually add more aura, aka swordsman spirit, to this dude. This is nice, man. This is hot. Ah, that's hot. Man. I mean, even the skin that you can see looks burnt, right? The purple looks very appropriate. The gloves, the boots, very good. I liked him because he was like the Broly of Rurouni Kenshin, except for he was smart. I mean, he just bodied through everybody in Kenshin. It appears that his sword goes right there. So let's do that real quick. Right in there. I also liked how in the show his quote unquote followers, they knew he was the man. Like they knew they treated him like he was a king. You know. And the people who worked with him, they didn't even like him, but they knew he was so strong they had to bend to his will. They knew he was using them and they were kind of using him. But at the end of the day, they knew he was in control because of his raw strength. And I loved that. Man. He said, trust and be betrayed. Lower your guard and be killed. Get them before they get you. If you're strong, you'll live. If you're weak, you'll die. These are simple, unequivocal truths. I mean, it's a 10 out of 10. Look at this man's cloth. How everything just blows in the wind. I mean, man. I like that it's just one piece. It's not 2 or 3 different pieces. That's what gets me. And look at his arm bandages. You know, that's really good detail. Really good. The only thing I noticed, his sword doesn't have a sheath. Yeah, he's supposed to have a sheath. This is just a sword all by itself. Unless if he dropped it because he's battling Kenshin or something. But yeah. Outside of that, everything is there, man. The headband. He has a headband that's actually a hard metal to prevent himself from getting injured. because that's how he got hurt the first time, was his head was exposed. And then that led to him being burned alive. So, he's all covered now, man. We're covered. Like I said, why don't we put him on the stand somewhere and we'll get the measuring tape out, shall we? All right. According to the good tape, this man stands to about almost 11 inches. About 10 and a half inches tall. All right. Now, I had to calm myself down. I was excited earlier. The sword is already sheathed, so the sheath is there. But look at the color, man. Look at that purple. And look at the shading in the neck area, the shoulder area, different bandages. It shows he's dirty. You know, either that or the bandages are just needing replaced. Old bandages. Speaking of bandages, there's also bandages in the leg area. So they didn't cut short with any of these bandages. Oh. And that block right there, that goes behind his foot, which I like. It's not in front. And I kind of wish the sword would go a little bit lower, but it kind of stops right there. Let's see if we can get this guy spinning. Sometimes, depending on how heavy the figure is, it won't spin all the way. Oh, yeah. That's nice. That is clean. Makoto Shishio, everybody. Great stuff. Makoto Shishio. Your head belongs to me. If you want some more reference, context, he's featured in 2 of these movies. Actually, more than 2, because I think the final movie they still mention him. So, he's in there, man. Kyoto Inferno and The Legend Ends. That's 2 out of 5 movies. This guy was the stuff. Just super strong, super powerful, intimidating. You know, the people around him were just... They were not scared in the sense that they thought something bad was going to happen to them. They were more scared in the sense that they were just amazed by his strength. You know. Whereas you get others like Megatron who they kind of knew he might just kill him. Whereas Shishio, they were just amazed by how strong he was physically and his intellect. They were more afraid of that than anything else. His intellect and his ability to wield and control. I love that stuff, man. That was that stuff. And his whole thing was, why should the Meiji government be in charge of us or of anything when the government is weaker than I am? So he had this whole plot to basically overthrow the government simply because he could, because he didn't want to be ruled over by someone weaker than he is. So he got all these people together. They're called the Jupon Gatana. And basically that's just what they intended to do, which obviously Kenshin couldn't let that happen. But still, man, This guy's plan, this guy's execution, this guy's vision, his strength. I've never really seen anything like it with a villain. We can compare and contrast villains. But this dude right here, the straight truth. And he wasn't 100% wrong. He was wrong in the sense that he was the bad guy, you know, and Kenshin's the good guy, right? All these guys, for the most part, they're the good guys. But he was wrong in the sense that he's the bad guy. We have to defeat him. But when you really look into his ideology, into what he was saying, it's like the older I get, I'm like, this dude is not totally wrong. I get it. I get where he's coming from. So, this was almost a $70 purchase, and it was worth every penny. I would have paid $80 for it. I would have paid $85 for it. But no, really decent price. You know, nothing wrong with this. I like the dark purple. I like the wavy garments. The kimono, whatever you call that. The sword sticking out. The boots. I really like the boots. The bandages is a highlight. The shading. The hair sticking out. All that. And just that pose in general just screams the word badass. Y'all need to get on Rurouni Kenshin. I mean, it might not be the best anime to start with for your first anime, but if you're already into anime and shows with swords, samurai things, this is the show for you. I know you'll love it because I love it. If I love it, you better love it. That's for sure. I mean, I can't say anything bad about this figure. Not for real. Look at the dark, intense shading. That's incredible. The pose, the black gloves. The black goes really good with the purple. And so does the white. Man. So shout out to the Makoto Shishio figure. With that said, I'm going to talk to y'all later. Peace.